LZR GSUC Lama Tomba Jimnende Dejin Sheba Jachomba Yangdaba Zopa Riba Dan Shazu Demba Dewara Sheba Deve Galo Neba Lada Minande Tomba Jimdende Banjawa Shaja Tuba Choda GSUC Zagani Zo Chetam Zezajen de la Gomba Dumbo Nani Jidin Dina Soche Zon Te Keva Jula Namda Gonga Chodo Soza Wa Yeji Jazo Zede Lumbo Kaba Jidin Suna Lame Ba Gombo Sunye Jola Senja Damba Jimi Dave Jaza Jawa Jola Jada Asuma Jinyame Jijin Jola Jada Logumbo Tuji Chidin Batamje Timbi Tomba Sona Yen Jazu Shela Jaza Lodave Daja Jawa Yugiwe Nison Lejo Chido Deda Jojo Washiyu Chela Jaza Ejave Laya De Lava Tala Rabdu Neshinge Tamba Yende Yezala Jaza Lodye Jela Jaza Ado Gujaza Tamjela Jingdu Gunji Tanye Jerudo Baye Nang Chado Debe Jaza Do not commit any unwholesome action. Engage in perfect wholesome action. Subdue one's mind. This is the teaching of the Buddha. So please meditate. Looking at the causal phenomena as a look at it like the star, example of star. Action object phenomena. The hell, enlightenment, samsara, nirvana, happiness, problems, all this. What exists is what is merely imputed by the mind. Exists in mere name. Exists in mere name, merely imputed by the mind. So therefore, nothing is real. Existing from its own side. The I, yourself, your action, object. The Nara, the hell, and the enlightenment, and the samsara nirvana, liberation, the samsara nirvana, and happiness problems that we experience in everyday life. So all these what appear to real one, in the sense real one, in the not the meaning, not immediately labeled by mind, not immediately labeled by the mind. I not immediately labeled by mind appearing, the action appearing not immediately labeled by mind, and objects appearing to one's own mind, to one's own hallucinatory mind. Not, the ignorance is not immediately labeled by the mind. So the including narak, enlightenment, samsara, nirvana, happiness, problems, everything is appearing to one's own ignorance, the hallucinatory mind, not the real one in the sense not immediately labeled about mind, which means when you also when so that means appearing and that exists from its own side, existing from its side. So so all that. So all these things what appearing to our hallucinatory mind, real one, not merely level of mind or existing from the side. All these. So the total hallucination came from projected by your ignorance, projected by one's own ignorance, decorated there by one's own ignorance, by living negative imprint in the mind. So 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 all these are total hallucination. So the eye, this as the eye appearing is the way that total hallucination. That means totally non-existent. It is totally non-existent in reality. There's no such thing. There's no such thing in the reality. It is totally, 100%, totally empty. As well as action, exactly the same. Real action appearing from there is total hallucination. That means totally non-existent, totally empty. As well as the object do not exist. What appears real one in the sense existing from the side is total hallucination, totally non-existent, totally empty right there. Whatever the object is. Same, the nara, enlightenment, samsara, nirvana, happiness, problem, the whole your whole world is total, the appearing real one in the sense existing from inside is total hallucination, total non-existent, totally empty. So this is what. So we do analysis. What is the reality and what is the false in our view, in our life? What is the false? I, an action object, all the things, samsara, nirvana, enlightenment, happiness, problem, whatever you see. What is the reality? You see, what's the truth? What's the false? So we have gone through that. Meditators, you see. So without recognizing what is the false, you can't recognize the truth, the reality, you see, emptiness. So now this is what who have realized the emptiness, this is what they see. And Arya beings who have direct perception of emptiness, this is what they see. Arhatas, Arya Bodhisattvas. And then Buddhas who see say omniscience, you see omniscience that sees the truth for the obscure mind and sees the truth for the absolute wisdom. So the omniscience, you see who doesn't have the hallucination, truly existent appearance, who doesn't have that at all, totally purified. You see. So the then the omniscience directly see this, all this empty. The way it appeared to us, totally wrong, and believe totally wrong. And what we have living from not only from this morning, from birth, but from beginning this rebirth. So believing this and the hallucination as real, then happen because of that. Not only appearing hallucination, but then you see, believe it is true. Then because of that, then we have been suffering from beginning this rebirth. So then you see, so because by following the wrong concept, king of the superstition, king of the delusion, the ignorance is holding truly existence. You see. So by being a disciple of that being as guru and oneself being a disciple and that ignorance being the guru, main guru from beginning as a rebirth, you see. So following to that guru. So that's why so far it is not only didn't achieve enlightenment, but didn't achieve even liberation from oceans of samsara suffering. Didn't achieve even the ultimate happiness, liberation, you see, from oceans of samsara suffering. So didn't achieve that. So then continuously experiencing the oceans of samsara suffering, oceans of hell realm suffering, oceans of hungry ghosts suffering, oceans of animal suffering, oceans of human beings realm suffering, oceans of sura asura realm suffering. So that you see. From beginner's rebirth up to now, that. So yeah, so those are those who see who has realized emptiness, and there was a direct perception of emptiness, and especially Buddha, or the omniscience, who doesn't have hallucinations. See, that is how they see. See, I said, that you're totally empty, and you're actually totally empty, and so your object and the whole entire phenomena is totally empty. So that. So here you see, here the different how say, analyzing, you see how they see and how you see yourself, how they see you. So see, and then the phenomena. So totally opposite to them. So that is it. So. So thinking what they see, you see, reality. So then it's so they star, but it's due to the sunlight. You see, they can't see. You see, so did you see the then you see say so that was you see they say, due to the defilement, the ignorance, see, this such an unbelievable, strong wrong belief. Obscure the mind, see. Then believing they truly, all these truly existent appearances, truly, see the things appear something real. Then you see, believing everything is, you see, the 100% true. So, so see, this ignorance obscures the mind to see. You see, there's star, but sunlight is you can't see. So this, so. So what happened is that, so what happened is that, the immediate labeled I, or the I that was just the me label I, the I was empty, you see. So, which is total non-existent from the side, you see, which is immediately imputed by the mind, but it's total non-existent from the side. So, it exists, but to our mind, it exists, but to our mind, it looks like it doesn't exist. That's really what it exists, but to our mind, it like doesn't exist. So what? So to our mind, to our hallucinatory mind, what exists is the real I. Or to our mind, you see, hallucinatory mind is what exists the real I, the truly existent I. Which doesn't exist at all, they believe it exists. It exists. But what exists is a merely imputed I. The merely imputed I, there was a totally empty from side. Or then that one doesn't exist. You see? So through our mind, to our mind. So what exists doesn't exist. What doesn't exist exists. So you see. So that's so. I'm using the I as an example, but everything like that, everything, you see, to our hallucinatory mind, you see, the ignorance, you see. So everything like that, every phenomena like that, you see. What exists doesn't see that. You see, doesn't see that. Doesn't see that. Look like it doesn't exist. You see, it's there, but it doesn't exist. What doesn't exist, believed it truly exists. You see, any phenomena, any object, you see, like that. So, starting from the I, all the rest of rest phenomena. As I mentioned, hell, enlightenment, samsara, nirvana, happiness, so forth. So like that. So what exists is like that. For our mind, it doesn't exist. What doesn't exist, see, what doesn't exist, then believe it exists. So so that's the big fun. That's the great fun. You know, that's the so that's you see what the whole world suffer, global, you see, a country and you see, and then individual, society, family, or the individual suffer. So from that, this you see, unable to discover what is reality, truth, what is the false, is unable to realize this, unable to distinguish this. You see, differentiate this. You see, so that. So then because what doesn't exist is a false, is your object. Then is I, so forth. Then you see, believing that truly, really exists. You see, 100%, no doubt, 100% belief. In the whole entire life, but not all that. Well, if it's only this life, it's okay. But not that. It's from beginning less, rebirth. That one we have to think very carefully. Beginning less rebirth. But if it's only this life, but it's only in this life, that's okay. Okay. So that means the suffering begins only this life. You see, suffering, samsara begin. Your samsara begin only with this life. There was no samsara before. So the short samsara. So how you are? Yeah, assessment. Okay. So phenomena, okay, lifestyle. Then then Rabrib, look at the cultural phenomena. So you see, I and I get and material possessions and the family members, the friends and so forth is the enemy. However, the object of anger and attachment is. So there, so these things, those main objects of these delusions. Okay, so look at this kind of phenomena. See, lifestyle. That you see. Look at them empty. Okay, so that which is empty, like that. So then next one the Raprip defective view. Defective view. That's my translation, but I don't know how others translate defective view. I don't translate as the mind. I translate as view. See, defective view. So I don't know how it was translated in the past by other translators. You can check it. So I'm relating to the view, see, defective view. Okay. So in the Madhyamika teachings, Madhyamika teachings give example that you see like head dropping the food while you're eating food, head dropping. You have vision of hair dropping, not dripping, but dropping. Head dropping in the food while you're eating. So things like that. So means you see, means in the view which doesn't exist, not there, but appearing. You see. So you see, when your sense organs are defected, then you see all kinds of designs. What they have designed, I would say, in the view. You see, which is not there. You see. So rip. So kind of the. I don't know. I said defective view. Like what do you call it? Hazy. Or when you put the eye drop, on the eye, so then you have this unclarity, hazy. How does that? Huh? Blurred. Very blurred. Anyway, so anyway, so see, his or so defective view. See, so look at this causal phenomena. So say, look at this causal phenomena like that. Defective view. See. So that you see, so that means true existence. What we need to mean or to understand is the is the true existence. You see, true existence. Yeah. The true existent view. See, that which is not true. See, so defective view. All these phenomena are actually not just all these phenomena. So then, Marmetang, then, say Marmetang, then like the butter lamb, like the butter lamb. So the the butter lamb is depending on the person, the person who, there's a drawers who makes the butter lamb, and then depending on many cause conditions it exists. You see, so then this phenomena, exists by depending on many cause conditions. The drawers, so cause the phenomena is the nothing is independent. See, nothing is independent and not permanent. Cause the phenomena. So that all this. So that which is naturally change, decay. See, that can also relate like that. So this causes the phenomena, as I mentioned before, say like that. Gamma, Rabri, Marmet, Duma. Look at all these, illusion. See, as illusion. Look at all these causes phenomena that I mentioned before. As illusion, see, I, and aggregates and actions, objects, see, and their family members, their friends, enemies, right? Objects of anger, the objects of attachment, objects of anger, so all this is so all your belongings, object attachments, these, all these are like illusion. So see, all this appeared as truly existent, okay? And all this appeared as truly existent. So then, truly existent. So see, as a magician person, I see illusion to the audience and senses, and see everything, see things which is not true. See, so that say illusion to audience senses, then say create say illusion to like city or like say jewel or diamond in a palace or these. I'm a beautiful man or woman or so that you see. So it's like that, but it's not there. So yeah, so all these are like this. So illusion. Then so the ignorance. You see, the ignorance. You see, like ignorance, like illusion person. The ignorance is the illusion to you. Ignorance, like the illusion person. You see. Then it's using certain material, certain you see, substances or the mantra, the illusion of the people, our audience. So the ignorance is by leaving negative imprint on the mind, then the illusion to you, the audience is you yourself. It's illusion to you. It's illusion to you. See, So that is that is I mentioned here. That's not that is not a meditation. Normally I mention. You see, in the daily life. In the daily life, different days. You see how you can maintain on emptiness. And this is that one. You see, practice mindfulness in daily life. You see, as illusion, looking at everything as illusion. You are ignorant as a musician person, and living negative in the mind is. You see, like the musician person using substances or the mantras, you see, the true illusion of people. So it is here, by leaving negative imprint on the mind, then you see, illusion you. Like that, you see, to see. So you see, the illusion to your mind, you see, while there's no real I existing from it, while there's no such thing, it's like say the atom didn't appear to you, right? It might appear to you, and then you see your actions, your aggregates and your actions, objects, you see whatever, the form, sound, smell, taste, tangible objects. So to appear, you see existing something real, one existing from the side, you see like that, you see. So illusion to you like that, you see. So see, it's a total illusion, total illusion the world, you see. You are living in, you see, like that. So anyway, so practice mindfulness everyday life, you see. So different days you got different meditation, what you can practice in the day life. Not only sitting time, but also you see break time while you're busy life. Busy life, you see. The break time from, not from Dharma, but break time from sitting meditation. You see, break time from sitting meditation. So you see, in your busy life, so that you see how to maintain emptiness in the most busy life. So the mental emptiness, so like that. This is not a very good example. I see that. That your ignorance is illusion to you, then you see, then so similar. So similar what I said in the thought transformation is the 7 points of thought transformation. There, also the Chena Milam Taoism. Chena Milam Taoism. Look at Chena Milam. Reflective the phenomena like dream. Look at the phenomena like dream. I'm just going to go over the words as that's what it takes time. So look at the phenomena like dream. Chena Milam Taoism. Look at the phenomena. Look at the phenomena without saying like. Look at the phenomena in dream. Look at the phenomena in dream. Probably that's maybe more effective to our mind. So think you see this, what you see now here. Think what you see now here. You seeing me, and I'm seeing you, and all these things. The outside sky and trees, all this, what do you gum trees? All the outside gum trees, but without color bear. There's lots of gum trees, but there's no color bear. So I think break time you have to climb the trees and eat the leaves. There's one small door there in the top of the tree. The polar bear, small toy, you see. Anyway, so anyway, you can wear some skin, like a semi-soft, Then you climb out the tree, then eat the leaves. or holding the lips and mouth, something. So anyway, what's it? Yeah. So what you see now is a continuation from last night's dream. You see, this is a continuation of last night's dream, and that's very good. That's a very good meditation. Continuation of last night's dream. You see, so people who doesn't know, who doesn't understand, what is the object to be reputed is a gakcha who doesn't know that, and who doesn't know can recognize the object to be reputed, the gakcha truly existence. So, so easy way to meditate. And this is that this is a continuation of last night's dream. You see, so this is not true. So the way things appear to you, where the I appear to you, where yourself appear to you, and your things appear to you, form, sound, smell, taste, tangible objects, all the things appear to you. You see, they're not true. You see, so when you practice mindfulness, it's all without saying dream. You see, continuation of last night's dream. You see. So you put the dream on the real I, on the real form, the real light, or real I think that's called Shambhu, the real tanga, real statue, real real in the sense existing from a society. You have to understand what I'm saying, existing from a society. So, so there's a form. So you put the dream on that. You see, you put the dream on that. So you see, then that. So like in the Heart Sutra, the prayer says, no this, no that, no nose, no tongue, no nose, no tongue. You see, no ear, no eye. So no body, no mind. You see, so that is no. So here you put it like similar. You put the dream. You see. See, so it's similar. So the saying. So when you think this dream, you see, then say, then you see, continuation of last night dream. You see, then means then means you see, what it helps is that they're not true. You see. So last night dream was not true, not true. So the same, you see, that. So there's somewhere it helps to not cling on over the things. You see, the phenomena. You see, so that. So however, what I'm saying. So the dream, or the light dream, however, you see, that is another mind practice, another example of mindfulness of meditation, and to bring it's not so not true. So then it brings your mind into emptiness. You see, conclusion that. So looking at everything like dream. That's an incredible, very effective meditation, mindfulness to meditation, different meditation, in different days. You see, so it's very very powerful like dream. So the I was look at the causal phenomena. This causal phenomena is like last day. After about then then Juma illusion, then like water dew, you see. The water dew can be dropped any time. Water dew can be dropped any time. So all these kinds of phenomena are transitory in nature. Can be stopped, it can be seized any time. It can be stopped, can be seized any time. To maintain natural impermanence, you see. So to cut the concept of permanence, eliminate that. That is a great obstacle to practice Dharma, to have realization, you see. So to realize the realization, to see the impermanent the phenomena as natural impermanence, and to is also to realize them empty as the empty, you see. Then next one, to look at the concept of phenomena like water, or like water bubble. So water bubbles appear beautiful, but they can be, but in very transitory nature. So it can be popped any time. See, it can be popped any time. You can't trust. It can be popped any time. So there's a concept of phenomena. So it can be stopped any time. You see. So that due to the cause conditions, it can be stopped at the time. So nothing to nothing. So that means, you see. So that means there's nothing to there's nothing to get angry. There's nothing to get attached to. So ignorance is like that. So I say, yeah. They believing permanent. See, ignorance there. So then they say understood that. So then comes the dream. So I mentioned already. Then you see. So same I mentioned already. You see where you put the dream, you see the true extent, you see all these wrong views, that everything appeared to something real one existing from the side of it. So like dreams, you then. Like dreams, what you see in the dream doesn't exist. So something here exactly the same. So appear to real one, appear truly, but appear truly, appear to real one, appear truly exist, but it's not true. Then like lightning, look at the concept of phenomena like lightning. So yeah, these things happened, it's gone. It is like lightning, you see. When there's lightning, so you see things, you know. You see things, the road and whatever around. You see things, and then it happened. It's gone. So, so all the past things. You see, it happened. It's gone now. You see. Then when you die, when the death comes, so when the day when the death comes, the hour, the minute when the death comes, then this whole entire life, you see what you feel is it happened and now it's gone. It happened and now it's gone. You see, so so you have a human body, now it's gone. Then you see how this most precious human body, perfect human body, that is it happened but it's gone. This is all these relative families. What I say? This big apartment with the swimming pools and then in one room several say, with you have TV one side, this side TV, that side TV, that side TV. You know, so every direction there's TV. I heard. So anyway, see. So anyway, all these big the family members, all this say, there are these expensive cars, or the airplanes. What's this? Those are what is called the expensive car. There's several. What is called? Lamborghini. Lamborghini. And what else? Horse. And there's something else? Rolls Royce, yes. You're right. Rolls Royce. So anyway, so all these things, you see, you had within, you see, and houses in the mountains, houses in the cities, houses in different countries, all this, it happened, now it's gone. You see, lightning, see, very useful example, the example of lightning. So, like that, you see, so that sooner or later, so all the past things, what do you see? It appeared it's gone, you see, so all the past things. So this at the death time like this, you see, sooner or later, any day, you see, any day, in an hour, this can happen, you see. You have this most precious in your body, but it's gone. See, that's gone. So so you see, and then then look at the cosmos as like clouds. You see, look at this cosmos like clouds. So clouds, you see there's a cloud there, but the next when you look at it, it's not there. While you're looking at it, it is disappearing. While you're looking at it, it's changing. It doesn't stay. It's changing, decaying. See, it's changing. You see, it doesn't stay. It's changing. See, and decaying. See this changing. Okay. So like the clouds, you see, while looking at it, changing it, disappearing, or changing. You see, so this causes phenomena, same like the clouds. You see, changing. You see, can be stopped in the time, and again changing. You see, not only day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second, and decaying. Getting older, changing. You see, decaying. Even changing, decaying by the cause conditions, even by minute, second by second, even split seconds, you see, changing, decaying, you see, do not last. Even within a second, it doesn't last. It is decaying, changing, okay? Do not last, even within a second, so like that. This causes the phenomena, okay? So that's here. This is what Buddha mentioned at the end of the Diamond Cut Sutra. So that, okay? So the Vajra Sutra. So Buddha mentioned this. You see. So there's so this is always recited at the beginning of the teachings. So the extremely powerful meditation. Most powerful meditation, the cut the attachment, the grasp of mind, you see, the wrong concept, the hallucination mind, the wrong concept. You have to cut. Then they also ignorance, king of the delusion, is the concept of true existence is cut. They say also that. So see, so you see. So what he does by meditating these, then you see, able to cut those. Then you see, it makes to achieve liberation. You see, it causes to achieve liberation from oceans of samsara suffering. That which is see which causes is it circle this circle samsara there's by the attachment by the attachment by the personal by the personal mind and the root in the concept of true existence, concept of holding the phenomena I guess to say truly existent. So so they see that. Oh. Then this meditation done with bodhicitta become cause reach enlightenment. So that so say this meditation which liberates you from samsara, oceans of samsara, prison of samsara, which liberates you from the prison of samsara. Okay? The ignorance and the attachment ties the anger that ties you samsara. Okay, so that. So this is meditation which liberates, which breaks the chains, the karma and delusion. Okay, which ties you samsara, break that. Yeah. So. So we have done meditation heart withdrawal already. Okay. Can you read English? The dedication. Sunamdi.
Page 192. Through these merits, may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the fouls of thoughts, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death.
Kala jivene jo damba nungu jezuru. You can read English. Kala jivene jo damba nungu jezuru.
Page 198. I prostrate to the gathering of Dakinis in the three chakras, who abide in the holy yoga of using space. By your powers of clairvoyance and magical emanation, look after practitioners like a mother her child.
Waga samara da shadara samara. Daya tanga tega de paraga de. Bodea soha. Pava kunjo sumde kaya dembe chir. Dawara guje, shivara guje, shivara soha. The English?
By the teachings of the three supreme jewels possessing the power of truth, may inner and outer hindrances be transformed. May they be dispelled. May they be pacified. Shintim kuruye soha. May all negative forces opposed to Dharma be completely pacified. May the host of 80,000 obstacles be pacified. May we be separated from problems and harmful conditions to Dharma. May all enjoyments be in accord with the Dharma. And may there be auspiciousness and perfect happiness here right now.
the visualizing meditative field, you see, the short 7 practice and short mandala, okay? Then requesting prayer. Then particular requesting prayer to Shantideva. So that, okay?
The 7th prayer on page 16.
So visualize, including also the holy objects here. Then you visualize meditative field, okay? And then you say, so numberless of your body, numberless of your body in the form of. If you have received genetic great initiation, you can visualize yourself genetic great initiation. You see, sorry, you can visualize yourself genetic holy body, not initiation. I said you visualize yourself genetic initiation. I said. So yourself, thousand nam I genetic again. Numberless, cover the whole ground, cover the. You see, when you do 7 practice. How to practice 7 see that talk about that. So so first is prostration, okay. So the prostration is antidote to the delusion pride. And the pride, and that's and all the antidote to all the defilements connected with the obscuration connected with the body, speech, mind, antidote to that, and you see a result is to achieve Vajra holy. You see, the Vajra holy body, Vajra holy speech, Vajra holy mind of your the guru, our deities, so that you see. That. So do you say? Maybe I just go through, okay? So that's most, anyway, most unbelievable, or means of collecting extensive merits. So. This, I'm showing just the essence. So, but when there's one out, see, when you prostrate, there's one atom your body covers, and then you are creating inconceivable. You are creating inconceivable, merits, to be reborn as will-turning king 1,000 lifetimes. So. Why the Buddha Langkapa Sutra? Why Buddha gave example? Why Buddha gave example the will-turning king? I'm not sure the 1,000 will-turning king or not. But Iver Wilton King, yes, but 1,000 Wilton King, that I'm not sure. There's also 1,000 Wilton King. So anyway, like that. So that means to be born as Wilton King, one lifetime, just even one lifetime, you need most unimaginable merits to be born as Wilton King is just one lifetime, or even just one lifetime. So then, therefore, when you prostrate, then you see there are numberless atoms, they're from this ground, down to the bottom of the ground, to see earth, So numberless atoms your body covers, and then even your toes, even your one toe, how many atoms it covers from here down to the bottom of the earth is uncountable, unimaginable. Even that's almost inimaginable. How many your small toes, you see, how many atoms it covers from here down to the bottom of the earth. So yeah, just even that is the most unimaginable. So you create to be born as Wilton King 1,000 lifetimes, equaling number of the atoms your small toes cover from here down to the bottom of the earth. So can you imagine that? That's the merit how much correct is unquestionable. So then now you think of the rest of your body, how many atoms it covers down the bottom of the earth. You see that. So you create a cause to be born as Wilton King 1,000 lifetimes. You couldn't the number of the atoms that your body cover. So you see, my body is short due to my body is short. But somebody who has a very tall body and twice taller than me, you see, the person does one prostration, where I have to do 2 times prostration. So that person does 1 time prostration. You see, it's like done you see, like 2 times prostration like this. In the case of my body, you see. So most unbelievable. If your body is tall, if you use for prostration, that's wow. Can imagine the good luck, how much merit you collect. It's just amazing. You see, can't figure out. You see, so like that. You see, so useful. So makes you to collect merits, extensive merits so easy, almost unbelievable. And then makes so easy to any so much merit, extensive merit, so easy to create. So easy to have it. You see, not only this life, but it's a future life. You see, liberation, enlightenment, all the realizations makes so easy to achieve enlightenment. Makes so quick to achieve enlightenment if you have what is told. So I must advertise the tall body. So don't think that's useless or some. Don't think don't think I'm useless or I'm body useless or some. Don't think that is totally wrong. So so to be able to do quickly, you see, liberate sentient beings from oceans of samsara, bring them to enlightenment quickly, you see, because you're able to. So as I mentioned before, you do 1 process, but otherwise 2, you see. So unbelievable, so easy to collect extensive merit, you see. So to be able to liberate number of sentient beings from oceans of samsara, bring to enlightenment quickly, you see. So by having tall body, you can do that. Okay. So therefore, in that case, so fortunate. You see. So anyway, so say that, and then And then you see, you see now here, if you're able to visualize yourself, you see 100 times, 100 of your body during prostration. If you visualize, you actually collect merit. You actually collect merit having done 100 prostrations. See, you actually collect merit that you did only one prostration. See, with your actual body, but you visualize 100 bodies are doing prostration. See, at the same time, then you actually get done 100 prostration. So you actually get done. You actually got the merit. You actually got the merit having done a 100 prostration. So if you visualize, if you visualize 100,000 bodies during prostration, then just from that, you see, if you visualize that all your main body is doing prostration, one prostration, you visualize 100,000 bodies are doing prostration, and then that time you have collected unconceivable merit. You have actually prostrated 100,000 times. You actually got the merit. And if you visualize million of your body during prostration, while your actual body, the actual body is one during prostration, you visualize million body during prostration, at that time you got merit. You got unbelievable merit. You say, having prostrated 1 million times, or having done 1 million prostrations, you got done. So that's all that is the number. So that is it. So here, if you, even a whole body not doing prostration, but you see, you put palms together. This is also prostration. See, so there's 8 benefits and 10 benefits. This has, and the last one is enlightenment. You see, very important 8 benefits, 8 benefits, and also there's 10 benefits. You see, putting palms together to the made to the holy objects, statues, Stupa scriptures, Buddha, or the Buddha Sangha. Okay? So that but you visualize, so during the sitting time, is there, then you can visualize, you see, the numbers of your body. If you have received a genetic initiation, then it's the numbers of your body for 1,000 arm genetic, okay? Cover the whole ground, cover the whole earth, four sides and corners, okay? 4 sides and corners, yeah. So see, so if you visualize that, then you see, then can imagine the merit, So, so how many as the whole earth covered, or as the whole earth covered is 4 direct corners. Can you imagine the atoms from here down the bottom of the earth? Can you imagine? So now you can imagine how much merit you collect. It's most amazing. Because you see, you cover the whole the atoms from here down the bottom of the earth. So see, so visualize it. 1,000 armor genesis, okay? Cover the whole ground. If you have received great initiation, you haven't received great initiation, then you just what's that? Which if you received great initiation some other deity, you can do that. So, however, then so you can visualize that. If not, then just human body. See, like the ridge of the mountains, so tall. You see, so your body is so tall, long. You see, so that. They cover the 4 directions, corners, okay, and process of the elaborate meditation, okay. So that here with all the holy objects here, so see, so could that. Well, so how many bodies you visualized? So then, say million, billion, zillion, then you can. Almost unlimited. So having actually done that many prostrations, and that much most unbelievable unmanageable marriage collected to that. Okay. So that's. Yeah, so put a palm together, we do that. Do that now. All the marriage field. There's all the gurus there. Like the Lamdrimsi. Then all the embodiment of the root guru. So that, see. Then visualize. Notice your body. Capital ground. No process. So you may have done this morning, the blessing offerings, the class offering, the mantra, reciting mantra, class offering, you may have done this morning. So I think so just offer all the offerings here, okay? Nature infinite bliss. All the offerings here, nature infinite bliss, all the lights and okay. So then the after Kaju Dechin after house where where each year where goes to stay, maybe I don't know, 1 month or 2 months.
Page
14. So all the extensive offering there, all the extensive offering there, flowers outside, inside, and so many water offerings, and so many those light offerings, so many light offerings, food offerings, and that, and Amitabha, Buddha Amitabha Pure Land, Retreat Place, Washington, all the flowers outside, and so many. So many thousands of light offerings and water offerings from there, and then the Singapore Amitabha Buddha, Singapore Amitabha Buddha Center. There's 100,000 light offerings, 100,000 light offerings there. The Penang Children's Center, 40,000 light offerings there. So all the extensive offerings, which all the extensive offerings which are in all the FPMT center, which are in all the FPMT center, so think all the natural infinite bliss, the nature of infinite bliss, okay? Offer over to the magic field, okay? Over to the magic field, who are manifestations guru. So guru is Lama, that, or whatever, whichever root words friend can visit that, or so to collect most extensive merit. It becomes Guru Yoga practice, and also become most extensive. You collect highest, most extensive merit. Okay, this way. So if one is beneficial Guru, then you collect most extensive merit. That many times. So thousands or hundreds or thousands, how many merit people there? You collect that many, hundreds or thousands of times. Numberless. Yes, the most extensive merit. Okay, so that there are also all the gurus there. Generated infinite bliss in all the whole mind. The third one is that. Now that's the essence of the offering. Prostrate, make offerings, make all the offerings. Generated in bliss. Prostrate, make offerings, generated in bliss. Prostrate, make offerings, generated in bliss. So you can do that as many as one wishes, all day long, all night. So can do about counting your fingers in 5 times, 10 times, 15 times, 20 can do that. So generated bliss. Okay. Or you can, so you can do also. Each merit field has numberless pores. Every pore is a complete merit field. You see, I mean all the gurus there. Okay, I mean there are all the gurus there. So each pore is all the gurus. That or each pore all the merit field is there. But that means within that there are all the gurus. You see, so you can offer you can elaborate like that. You see, make offerings. Okay. The nirkamas collected the Buddhist mind. The then the downfalls. So they are there. So so the John nirkamas collected with the Buddhist mind from beginning to birth, particularly you see Brock Pratimaj Baba, the Savao from beginning to birth, those particular nirkamas. The heaviest nirkama collected with the Guru. They harm the Guru's holy body and disturb the holy mind, they arise in the head of the anger, automatic connection, giving up the Guru, the broke advice and so forth. So the heaviest nirkama collected with the Gurus, all these I confess. Torment collected from beginning to birth, I confess. I just elaborated, you see. Those are heavy ones. So I confess. Here what it says, and the karmas, the downfalls collected from beginning to rebirth, I confess. Say every single thing that I confess. So I think it's gone, completely purified. Okay, completely purified, gone. Okay. So maybe we stop here. Okay. Maybe we stop here to liberate our stomach. Yeah, so, okay. Did all the past, but did all the past, present, future marriage, collected by 3 times marriage, collected by 3 times marriage, 3 times marriage, past, present, future marriage, collected by 3 times marriage, collected by number of sentient Buddhas, may the Bodhicitta be actualized with one's heart, in the heart of all the sentient beings without delay in a second. In whose heart Bodhicitta journey may be increased. Okay. 창조 semjo rinpoche maje panum jejuroje jeva nyamba meba ye kone kongdo ya bewa jo. Did all the past, but which marriage corrupted powers, 3 times marriage corrupted number of sins, there which is as empty from its side. May the I who is may the I who exists but who is empty from its side. Achieved Guru Chaitanya Buddha's enlightenment, which exists but which is empty from its side. Lead all the sentient beings who exist but who do not exist from their own side, who are totally empty. to that but that's enlightenment which exists but which doesn't exist from aside, which is totally empty. Brahma who exists but who doesn't exist from aside, who do not exist from aside, who is totally empty. Juje Jabo Sanga Veches Namba Bewa Zanke Sama Shiva Tunja Malre Samar Shaw Tata Shinke to Zondan Jebe Sonia Latin and Jawa Luzan Jaba Damba Yurim Bajuru
Saji Pugi Juji Medoja
Rira
Mira
Rinjin De Jamba De Sange Shindu Mide Drenamda
Chubara Ishu Yedama Guru Rana
Ramendala Gane Yadaya